Good morning, children. Welcome to today's IT class. Today we are going to discuss the continuation of chapter 5, Formulas and Functions in Excel. In the last class, we have discussed how to apply formulas in Excel, and we studied how to enter formulas in an Excel sheet, two methods, directly in the cell and in the formula bar. Then we learned about cell ranges and naming a cell range. So today we are going to discuss cell referencing. Cell referencing means reference a cell address. What is a cell address? It is an address of a cell. For example, in an Excel sheet, this is an Excel sheet. There are columns like A, B, C, D and rows are 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So address of the first cell is A1. This is A2. This is A3. And address of this cell is B1, B2, B3 like that. So this is the cell address. We can refer this cell address in a formula. This is known as cell referencing. It means we can reference the address of other cells. In Excel, formula contains reference of other cells. In such case, the result of the formula will depend upon the value in the referenced cell. If we make any changes in the referenced cell, the result of the formula will automatically change. This is known as cell referencing. In A1, there is one value, that is 10. A1 into 2. Here, instead of direct value 10, we are using the address of this cell A1 into 2. So, the result will be 10 into 2, 20. So, the result will be 20 after pressing enter button. The result will be 20. Another example, if I am changing the value of A1 to 50, the formula of this cell is A1 into 2. That is, the value of A1 is 50. 50 into 2 is 100. So, this is known as cell referencing. That is, in this formula, that is A1 into 2, here we are referencing the address of cell A1. The first one is relative. Second one is absolute referencing. Third one is mixed referencing. These are the three types of cell referencing in an Excel. First one is relative cell referencing. Second one is absolute referencing. Third one is mixed referencing. Relative references. In relative references, when a formula that possesses relative reference is copied from one cell to another, the value in the copied cell also changes. For example, this is an Excel sheet. I am going to give a formula in C1. This is A1, B1, this is C1. I am going to give a formula here equal to A1 into B1. Then press enter. The result will be 10 into 2, 20, 60 and 50 into 4, 200. We need these values in these two cells. For this we are using relative referencing. Here the formula is equal to A1 into B1. Then I am going to copy this formula to these two cells. For this, we can use a copy paste option to copy this formula. And after copy paste this formula to these two cells, automatically the formula of this cell will become A2 into B2. And for this cell, the formula will become A3 into B3. After copy paste, you can see the result in this cell. That is 20 into 3, 60, and 50 into 4, 200. So this is how we are doing relative references. The items are given pen, book, bag, and the price of each item also is given, and quantity that we needed for each item also given. Then we have to find out the total. For this, first you have to type the formula equal to, this is B2, then into, this is C2. That is, to find out the total, we have to multiply price with quantity. So 10 into 5. Instead of giving direct value 10 and 5, I have given B2 into C2. Then press enter. So 10 into 5, 50. This is the total amount of pen. Instead of finding out the total value of, let's find out the total of book and bag also. Instead of finding separately for each book and bag, we can use relative references here. For this, the formula of this cell is B2 into C2, that you can see in the formula bar. And then you have to apply this formula in these two cells also. For this, you have to select this cell. Then, under Home tab in Clipboard Group, you have to click on this Copy. So this cell got copied. So the formula also copied. Then select the cell which you want to copy the formula. I want to copy the formula in these two cells. Then select the cell and in Clipboard Group under Home tab, click on the Paste command. So the total of book and bag also came automatically. This is known as relative references. Here in the formula bar, that the cell address that you have used in the formula gets changed accordingly. See, the formula of this cell is B2 into C2. And the formula of this cell is B3 into C3. B3 into C3. So the result will come here. And in this cell, the formula is B4 into C4. That is 5. B4 is 500. C4 is 3. 500 into 3, 1500. The formula is automatically changed. This is how we are doing relative references. If you want to make a formula retain its original references when it is copied, then we can use absolute references. In relative references, when we copy the formula, the value in the referenced cell will be changed. But in the case of absolute references, when we copy the formula to other cells, the value of the referenced cell remain constant. For making a cell as an absolute reference, we can use a dollar symbol before the cell address. This is the example for absolute reference. Here, this is an Excel sheet with a lot of values here. Here, we want to multiply the first column A with the value in cell B1, that is 5. Instead of giving direct value, we can write the formula here equal to A1 into B1. This is how we are relative references. But in absolute reference, you have to give instead of B1, $B, $1. Then after giving enter, you can see the result 10 into 5. But here the formula is A1 into $B, $1. This is how we are giving absolute reference. This means the value of this cell address is constant. When we copy this formula to another cell, value of this cell address remain constant. When we copy this formula to find out the value of 6 into 5 and 3 into 5, we need to copy this formula to these two cells. After copying the formula, we will get the result 6 into 5, 30 and 3 into 5. Here the formula will be A2. A2 is the value of this cell into $B, $1. This is the cell address of B1, that is 5. 6 into 5. The result is 30. Then here the formula will be A3 into $B, $1. A3 is the value of this cell, that is 3. $B, $1 value is 5. 3 into 5, 15. Anyway, when we copy a formula from one cell to another cell in an absolute reference, the value of the cell address remain constant in all these formulas. So $B, $1 is remain same in all formula, and the value of this cell address is also remain constant. Here what will be the value? That is 5.
Absolute references. If you want to maintain the original references as they were, then we can use absolute reference. If we want to make the formula retain the original reference when it is copied, then you should precede the column reference and row reference by a dollar symbol. For example, here there is a list of items with pen, book and bag, and price and quantity of each item is given. Then total also we have calculated using here the total amount of pen is 50, book is 25 into 5, 125. Then total amount of bag is 500 into 3, 1500. This is how we are calculating the total, that is price into quantity. We have given a discount of 20 for each item. Then the discount 20 will remain same for all products. To calculate the amount to be paid, you have to add a dollar sign with the cell that contains the discount. For this, to calculate the discount, in this cell, you have to type the formula equal to total minus discount. Before the address of this cell, you have to give a dollar symbol. $E, $2. This is absolute reference. That means then press enter. So the total after discount is 30. 50 minus 20, that is 30. I want to apply the same formula in the remaining two cells. For this, you have to copy this formula. The formula is, you can see in the formula bar, D2 minus $E, $2. E2 is the cell address of this discount. And formula is D2 minus $E, $2. Then to copy this cell, click on the cell under Home tab. On Clipboard group, you have to copy. Then cell formula got copied. And to copy it to these two cells, select the cells under Home tab on Clipboard Group. Click on the Paste option. Then you can see the result. That is the total amount after the discount displayed in these two cells. 125 minus 20, 105. 1500 minus 20, that is discount, 1480. Here the value 20 is same. The value here discount is same. To make this same, we have used dollar symbol before the cell address. That is, E2 is a cell address. Before the cell address, we have used $E, $2.
Mixed reference is the combination of relative reference and absolute reference. In mixed reference, we can refer either row or column by using this dollar symbol. For example, you can write $A1 or $A.
Cell referencing in formulas and its types. A cell reference is a cell address that can be used in a formula to denote a specific cell. A formula may contain reference of other cells. In such case, the result of a formula depends on the values in the referenced cells. In case you make any change in the referenced cells, the result will automatically be changed. To see how this works, enter 10 in cell A1. Now select cell A2 and type equal A1 multiplied by 2 and press Enter key. The value in cell A2 is 20. If you change the value in cell A1 from 10 to any value, the value in cell A2 will also change. Cell references are especially helpful when you create complex formulas. There are three types of cell references used in Excel: relative, absolute, and mixed. Relative references. In relative reference, you actually refer to cell that is above or below and left or right to a number of rows or columns. When a formula that possesses a relative reference is copied from one cell to another cell, the value in the copied cell also changes. To use the relative cell reference, perform the following steps. Step 1. Select the cell that contains the formula in which the reference of other cells is used. In this case, we have selected the cell D3, which contains the equal B3 multiplied by C3 formula to calculate the amount to be paid for the product. Step 2. Click on the Copy command from the Clipboard group under the Home tab. Step 3. Select another cell in which you want to copy the formula and click on the Paste command from the Clipboard group under the Home tab. Notice in the formula bar that the cell address that you have used in the formula gets changed accordingly. Absolute references. If you wish to maintain the original references as they were, then you should make use of the absolute references. If you want to make the formula retain the original reference when it is copied, then you should precede the column reference and the row reference by a dollar symbol. For example, if you want to give a discount of 10% on each product, then the discount will remain same for all the products. To calculate the amount to be paid, you should add the dollar sign with the cell that contains the discount percentage. In this case, the discount percentage is given in cell D3. Hence, the formula will be equal to open bracket, another bracket, B3 multiplied by C3 outside the bracket minus double brackets B3 multiplied by C3 close bracket multiplied by open bracket dollar sign D3 dollar sign 3 close brackets. When you copy the formula to the next cell, address of the cell D3 will remain same as shown. Mixed references. A mixed reference is a reference that refers to a specific row or column. It is basically a combination of relative and absolute references. In some situations, you may need to make the cell reference as mixed reference so that you can lock either a column or a row by preceding it with a dollar symbol. For example, $A1 or $1.
Students, we have come to the end of today's session. Today we have learned cell referencing. Cell referencing means referencing the address of a cell. Three ways. First one is relative reference. When we copy a formula to other cell, the value of the referenced cell also got changed. But in the case of absolute reference, when we copy a formula to other cell, then the value of the referenced cell will remain same or constant. For this, we are using a symbol that is dollar. Next is mixed reference. It is a combination of relative reference and absolute reference. It can either apply to a row or column. Hope all of you understood this topic. All of you read the textbook and study well. For any doubts or clarification, we will discuss in the live class. Thank you.